Hi, a special welcome to my channel. My name is Chevy, and on this video, I'll be teaching you guys how to earn online by providing vendor lists. There are different types of vendor lists. You have clothes vendor lists, you have shoes vendor list, jewelry vendor lists, kids clothes vendor lists, and you have hair vendor lists. Now, there are different types of items that you can provide vendor lists for. It all depends on what the client reach out to you asking you to provide a list for them. Where to provide these services? Fiverr.com. Fiverr is a huge platform, well known, and also you are 100% sure of your money and you will be gaining clients on Fiverr. Dropshipping vendor list. If a client reach out to you requesting a dropshipping vendor list, don't panic. What you'll need to do is to reach out to the vendors that you have and you ask them, do you provide dropshipping services? If they do, you just add them to your list that you're providing to that client. How to find vendors. Google, Alibaba, AliExpress, CJ Dropshipping, TikTok. So the ones that has US beside it, for example, CJ Dropshipping, that's a US vendor and they provide dropshipping services. So you can always add that on your dropshipping list for persons that reach out to you asking you for a US dropshipping vendor. You also have TikTok, which is really good. TikTok do provide vendor lists. You have persons that do reaction video telling you where you can get wholesale vendors, drop shipping vendors, and different types of items that you can get vendors for. You see they're doing feedback on clothing, feedback on all different types of items and where you can find those vendors. So make sure to watch TikTok videos and search for that specific video where you'll be able to learn more about finding vendors on TikTok. How to set up your service to start earning. So let's get started. We're going to go over to Fiverr.com. So if you haven't set up your Fiverr as yet, go ahead and do that. And then after you have set up your Fiverr profile, you come back and let's get started so that we can set up your service on Fiverr. Let's go. So this is Fiverr. So now we're going to set up our service on Fiverr. So the I will is always there. So what we're going to do now is to continue the sentence at the top where you see gig title. So I will write, I will find the best hair vendor for you. All right, so that's the gig title. So this is just an example of the type of service that you can choose and how to set it up. All right, so not because I have a hair vendor here, that doesn't mean only that service you can set up. Remember, I showed you before the different types of vendor lists that you can provide. So I'm giving you an example, showing you an example of how to set up one of the services, and that one is the hair vendor list. All right, so let's get started. So for category, normally I use the one that they suggest below. So I'm going to click on the first one. As you see here, it is showing in the box area. For service type, when I click on that, I normally choose the second one. For gig, metadata, choose product. For search tag are normally items that the vendor will search for on Fiverr. So they will search for hair vendor, shoes vendor, clothes vendor. It all depends on what they search for. So I'm just gonna put here in this service, because I'm providing here vendor list right now. So I'm going to write here. Every time they put here in the search bar area on Fiverr, your service will pop up each time. I'm going to put vendor. I'm going to put list. I'm going to put drop shipping. And I'm going to put vendor again. So here at the search tag, you should have 5 search tags. So make sure you have 5 of them. So now we're going to save and continue. And it's going to be bringing us to another section that should be completed. So now, as you can see at the top, we're at the pricing section. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and unlock all 3 packages. So normally, what I normally do is the area that states name your package, I normally use back the same name that is above. So what I'm going to do is write basic. For the standard, I'm going to go ahead and put standard package. For the premium, I'm going to go ahead and do the same. So describe details of what you're offering. So here, what I'm going to put is I will find 5-year vendor. For the standard, what I'm going to do is just to copy what I put here and paste it for standard. But what I'm going to do is, okay, so for standard, replace the 5 and we're going to put 10. So this one say, I will find 10-year vendor. We're going to paste the rest here. I will find 15-year vendor. We're going to go below now and we're going to put the pricing. For the pricing, for the basic, we're going to put $10. So you're going to charge them $10 for the basic. We're going to charge them $15 for the standard and $30 for the premium. For add extra service, so what if the client wants fast delivery? We're going to click on that and we're going to charge them $5 extra for each fast service that they request for you to provide. 1 day. So all of them, if they want them, the vendor list to be sent to them in 1 day, you charge them $5. So we're going to go back up because I realized that I did not select the delivery time. So the delivery time should be 2 days. But if you finish before that, you can always deliver your work if you are finished before the 2 days. Because sometimes clients love that. They will give you a 5-star for over delivering and maybe they'll give you a tip as well. So you're going to click save and continue. So this is the description area. So what I'm gonna do, I had already copied my information. So what I'm gonna do is just to paste what I have for the description area. For the description area, normally you'll write in details what you will be providing in this service. And this is the part where you're going to convince them by telling them everything that you will provide in details. So in this gig, I'll provide top rated vendor. So that's a catch already. They want a good vendor. So you will write, I will provide a top rated vendor, wholesale price, and you also show a little sympathy by letting them know I do understand searching for a vendor can be really hard. You can put that in yours as well, just to convince them to buy from your service. So once you have a good description, you are all good to go. And make sure to include your pricing. Even though it's already there, I normally include it by letting them know what they will get for each. So remember, we already went ahead and made the pricing for the packages, so you can just write back what you have. And when you're providing the vendor list, you will provide information on the list and by sending that file, which is a PDF file, to your client. So we're going to go down and we're going to click save and continue. So right here, we're just going to put a question that we think the client will ask. Do you provide I'm going to respond to that by saying yes, I do. So I wrote a question there that I think a client will ask. Do you provide more than 15 vendors? Because remember, the premium package was 15. So what if they want more than 15 vendors? You respond to that by saying, yes, I do. So they will see this question and know that you do provide more than that. So I'm going to go ahead, click add, save, and continue. So now we have reached the area where we're going to go ahead and set up our profile image on Canva. So let's get over by going on canva.com to set up your profile image. Okay, so now that we're on Canva, we're going to click on create a design, and we're going to go at the bottom and click on custom. So Fiverr profile image is always 550 by 370. We're going to click on that. So it should bring you to a blank page where we're going to design our page on our own. So it's loading. So what I'm going to do is to go ahead and change the background color. So I'm going to click at the top where you see the different colors. So I'm going to choose a yellow color. And what I also want is to put some images on it to show that it's a hair vendor list. So I'm going to go ahead and click on photos. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one. I'm going to resize it down. I'm going to be clicking on another one. Let me delete that one. Click on this one. I'm going to resize this one down. And I'm going to go on the text on the left side. I'm going to click on add a heading. I'm going to put that at the top. I'm going to write here vendor list. All right, and we're going to go ahead and put the price in. That's the starting price, which is $10. And what I'm going to do is just to add a little element where the price is, just to have it pop a little bit. So once you go over by elements, you're going to see shapes, and you choose a shape that you would like to put on your image. So I'm going to work with this one. I'm just going to resize it down. All right, so that will be it. And then I'm going to download that image by clicking on download. And when we go over back on Fiverr, you should be having 3 images should be uploaded. 1, 2, 3. You see those 3 empty boxes? You need 3 images to fill them up. So what I normally do is to just change the background. So make sure the blue lining is around the page that you're actually creating, or should I say designing. And you're going to click on a different background. So we want to have a different background so we can have up more than 1 images. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to download this one here. Click on download, and we're going to go ahead again and change the we're going to go ahead and change the background. For the last image, so I'm going to put the last one in green. So we're going to download that one as well. Alright, so we should have 3 images now all set up and ready to put on our profile. So now we're going to upload those images. We're going to click on the boxes. Look for the image that you download, upload it. I'm going to do the same for the others. And we're going to upload the last image. Alright. So remember that you should have 3 different images on yours, and always change the background. So even though you're seeing mine, both of them are purple, make sure that you change your backgrounds. All right. So now we are almost finished. So now we're going to click save and continue. Yay! So now you're at the last section and you have created your service. So now that you create your service, it's time to start earning some cash. So what you do when you reach this section, you're going to go ahead now and publish your gig. So once your gig is published, you are ready to move forward by providing vendor list. So now that you have learned how to set up your service on Fiverr. So remember, you're going to click on publish here. So now that you have learned how to set up your service on Fiverr, comment below what you like about this video and also comment below what else you would like for me to teach you on our next video. All right, so please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and to tell a friend to tell a friend. All right, so thank you so much for watching. On our next video, I'll be teaching you guys how to create a vendor list, sending it to your client. Step-by-step details. Thank you. Have a great day or night. Bye.